Here's your video for Module 8. So we've already gone through 4 to 7. And Module 8, again, it's shorter. Well, everything's shorter than Module 6. So let's take a look at it. The title for this one is Leadership and Learning. So there are 2 parts for the discussion area, each with their own readings and each with their own discussion threads. And really the focus on this one is about the inclusive classroom. We are dealing with some subjects that will involve nationality, and it will involve gender, and even if you use a specific gender course even, right? Even stuff about childbirth and those kind of subject areas, we can get into some heated things. So how to deal with those difficult subjects and those difficult opinions that are going to arise in your classroom. It's taking some time to think about how are you going to lay out those ground rules in your classroom, how are you going to discuss those kinds of topics. And then assignment 9, actually most students who take this course really appreciate this assignment out of all of them, and it's a chance to do a response to an actual interview question. So when I was writing this ABQ, I had asked for some principals some actual questions that they ask people in interviews. So these are real questions from principals, at least from my school board, that have been asked, and I try and give you some feedback on your actual answers that you would provide in that kind of written format. So I usually get a lot of questions about like how long should this be, and what kind of structure should it be in, and really to try and put yourself in the mindset of an actual interview. So it shouldn't be so long that it goes on for 2 pages and you've totally lost your panel and your listeners. That it should be a little bit more formulaic, if you will. So just as I would teach my English class, the better answer question, hamburger, peak paragraph, slam, whatever you want to call it, the EQAO standard here of how to respond to a question. Your first topic sentence is state that question again in your own words. You then get into an example, and this is the #1 thing. You need to provide an example from your own teaching practice. A story will go much further than regurgitating whatever amount of technical terms or buzzwords, I like to call them, that are out there. If you use a practical example from your classroom, go much further. Then you add to that topic from the research, like why is it good to do DI with our students, why are we integrating technology and all that kinds of stuff, and then make a meaningful connection back to the type of learners that are in your classroom as your final concluding kind of statement. So those should be your 4 parts that are in there in your response, and again that key is the example from your own practice, and that's really the feedback I got from the principals as well when I asked them what's the best answer to that question. And every single question and every single principal I asked, they said it's when they give us a real example from their own teaching. So that's the feedback I have for you. Alright, and that is it. That is all of Module 8. A reminder that Module 9 is really just time set aside to be working on your unit plan. So this is really kind of coming to the end of the actual content of the course. Hooray! As always, if you have questions, please email me, and good luck with this last real module of content. Thanks!